When I earned my first million at the age of 22, I stared at my bank statements and suddenly realized that if someone had told me at 13 that time is the sharpest investment weapon, current assets should have had one more zero. The debt-free trial and error period unique to adolescence is like the protection period for new players in games, allowing you to build the foundation of your future wealth at the lowest cost. At the age of 13, sow the seeds of wealth with an escrow account, the magic formula of compound interest over time. When you have your first investment account at the age of 13, you have already outperformed 90% of your peers. Suppose one invests $500 in the S&P 500 index fund every month. There will be $38,000 in the account by the age of 18, and this figure will explode to $620,000 by the age of 30. This is what Einstein called the eighth wonder of the world. Account opening guide. British teenagers open a junior stocks and shares ISA. With a maximum deposit of £9,000 per year, it can be managed independently at the age of 16 and withdrawn at the age of 18. American teenagers choose the UGMA/UTMA account. There is no deposit limit, but taxes are required if the annual income exceeds $2,200 greater than. Platform recommendations: Vanguard, Fidelity. Avoid choosing high-fee platforms. The lazy investment method of index funds. Don't study Kylene charts like adults. The best investment at the age of 13 is to buy the fortune of the country. The S&P 500 index has risen 12 times over the past 30 years, equivalent to earning $34 effortlessly every day. The smartest young investor I have ever seen divided his birthday red envelope into three parts: 50% for VOO, 30% for QQQ, and 20% for VNQ. 10 years later, his return rate outperformed that of the 95% actively managed fund. I once asked my son Curtis to try 3 things in 3 months: mowing the lawn for the neighbors, participating in programming competitions, and promoting the pet grooming salon online. It was eventually discovered that he has a special intuition in social media operation. He is 16 years old and earns $2,000 a month by helping local businesses with TikTok marketing. At the age of 14, unearthed the goldmine of talent through trial and error feedback diary, ***, collect others' evaluations of what do you shine the most when you do 3-dimensional testing for talent exploration. Income experiment, ***. Test the monetization possibilities of 3 interests with a startup capital of $500. Self-discipline cultivated during adolescence is like laying a reinforced foundation for the future edifice of wealth. It is recommended to start training with the 2-minute rule. Do just 2 minutes of planks, memorizing words every day. After 90 days, you will be amazed at the power of habit. The greatest advantage of being 14 years old is that one can afford to lose. Talent Discovery Toolkit. 1. Time tracking table. Record the activities that make you forget time within a week. 2. 3. The most impressive case I have ever seen. A 10-year-old girl used Notion templates to help her classmates organize their notes. Priced at $9.99 and spread it through the school forum, selling 300 copies per month. When I was 15 years old, I used this ratio. 1 year later, not only did my investment account increase by 30%, but I also learned the basics of Python. These coding skills helped me save $20,000 in development costs when I started my business later. This is 100 times smarter than earning $2 an hour by delivering takeout. Remember, leverage is the accelerator of wealth. Early training of self-disciplined muscles, the experience of getting up at 4 a.m. to swim has made Curtis's entrepreneurial team 40% more efficient than their peers. Don't worry about having no fans. Start with the 100-hour creation challenge. Spend 5 hours each week creating content in a certain field, and you will see results if you persist for 4 months. I have met a 16-year-old girl who did high school students learning vlogs, and now she is 22 years old, earning $30,000 a month from advertising revenue sharing. At the age of 15, build an income source matrix, advanced ways to play in the gig economy, a university professor, and a senior figure in the industry. Invite them to have coffee once a month and ask 3 questions. What is the thing you regret not doing when you were 17? Where are the opportunities in this industry in the next 5 years? Do you recommend a book that has changed your life? At the age of 15, Don't just do physical labor like car washing. Learn to make money with your brain. List of highly leveraged odd jobs. Create subject review templates. Teach the elderly how to use smartphones when I was 16. I lost $20,000 in virtual funds in simulated trading, but I learned a crucial lesson. Never make decisions when you are emotionally agitated. This lesson helped me avoid at least $100,000 in losses in real investments later on. When I was 17, I noticed that my classmates complained about the ugliness of their school uniforms. So I made a batch of trendy sweatshirts with the school motto printed on them using Spreadshirts. I first pre-ordered them on my Moments. Only after receiving 50 orders did I place an order for production, making a net profit of $2,000. This collect money first and then produce model is 100 times smarter than blindly opening stores. Providing game-playing tips for gamers, an introductory lesson on cash flow management. At the age of 18, participating in the university entrepreneurship camp during the summer vacation not only enables one to receive guidance from mentors, but also potentially secure seed investment. The girl I know participated in the MIT entrepreneurship camp at the age of 18. Her project was noticed by the Alumni Fund and received a $50,000 angel investment, which is 100 times more valuable than a scholarship. Divide the income into 3 parts: 50% in the investment account, 30% for skill upgrades, and 20% as emergency funds. At the age of 16, building a personal IP moat, the compound interest effect of content creation starting from today. Make decisions from a 10-year perspective, while others are still playing games and watching short videos. You are already building your own wealth ecosystem. This world is never short of smart people. What it lacks are ruthless individuals who know how to use time and cognition as levers during their teenage years. People who start a YouTube channel at the age of 16 are likely to earn $5 million more than their peers by the age of 30. And when this money is reinvested in the investment account, it can generate a compound interest effect. Content cold start strategy, greater than, topic selection formula, your grade plus pain points plus solutions. Release pace, 3 short videos plus 1 long video per week monetization. Path, 1,000 followers for educational advertisements. Knowledge payment, deliberate practice of business thinking. Participate in the FBLA or simulated stock trading competitions to train investment intuition with virtual funds. The age of 17. Building network nodes of interpersonal connections. The way to break through the circle in cross-age socializing at the age of 17. I took the initiative to contact 3 life mentors, a successful entrepreneur. High-quality question list. If you were at my age, what 3 things would you use to build a competitive advantage? What was the biggest trap you encountered during your entrepreneurial journey? Could you share a key opportunity that you got when you were young? Low-cost tests for entrepreneurial thinking verify business ideas with the minimum viable product. 18 years old, the ultimate plan before adulthood, the golden window for tax optimization. 2 things were accomplished before the 18th birthday. Convert the UGMA account to a Roth IRA, and future earnings will be tax-free too. Register an LLC to legalize your side business income. The 18-year-old entrepreneur I know, through reasonable tax planning, pays 35% less in taxes than his peers. Tax tips. Use LLC to reimburse entrepreneurship-related expenses. Take advantage of the youth tax benefit. Tax exemption for annual income below $12,000. The early occupation of university resources when applying to universities. Give priority to those that have business incubators. To you, who stand at the starting point, now there is still the first investment account statement from the age of 13 in the drawer. That $500 S&P 500 fund, which has now turned into $23,000, while your peers are still struggling with which pair of sneakers to buy. Every investment you make, every skill upgrade you take, every network connection you build, are all contributing to your future wealth edifice. Remember, $1,000 at the age of 13 is more valuable than $10,000 at the age of 23.